The Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. From the 21, here's second down and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 4 receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. $11 yards there and a Lion first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Here's 2nd and 8. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records. But there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's up to the 18. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run it again with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Kamara up the middle. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not.
What they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here's the option.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions. First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 2nd and 7. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Tyler. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Out, and the Saints are able to stretch out their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be used. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He's going to try and do this himself. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Staying, don't we?
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7.
The kick is good.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And able to get this out to the 25. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Coming left is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. There's McLaurin. What a catch. Touchdown.